Me too.
No,
And actually, fuck you.
What
You need
part?
to go. You need to go. You need to go. You need to go, baby.
They're getting the sheriff.
No, actually, I'm sorry. It was
Hey, don't do that. Metro's coming.
Well, I want to make sure nothing happens.
You can go. No, you can go. You can go. No, actually, yes, ma'am. Yes, don't touch my face. No, I will.
She's drunk already.
No, ma'am. No, ma'am.
This scale's like on the
Hey, hey,
Especially one more fight.
hey, back up.
Hey, give me your shot. Really, that's her friend. And she was like asking her.
Hello, ladies and gentlemen. Hope you're having a great and wonderful day. And it seems that I need to talk about this. This is about also not just the news, but also men's world as well. Because I have to go over some things. I'm going to be addressing my opinions on a lot of things that's been going on about this whole situation. And why a lot of men are kind of being more standoffish from women as of today. Because of this specific reason. We have this here. Trevor Bauer reveals text bed video as he and accuser settle lawsuits. Former LLB pitcher Trevor Bauer and Lindsey Hill settled their lawsuits Monday without any money getting exchanged between the two sides. According to a video Bauer posted to X, formerly known as Twitter, and an interview Hill did with the Washington Post, Hill's insurance company agreed to pay her $300,000, and her attorney Brian Friedman told the TMZ that Hill looks forward to helping others now that the litigation has ended. Hill told the Washington Post that her claims never revolved around money, which Bauer alleged in his defamation lawsuit and continued to allege in his video Tuesday. I can't stop Trevor Bauer ever, Hill told the outlet, but if I make him think twice before doing that again, it's totally worth it. His attorneys, John Fedorov and Sean Hawley, said in a statement that Bauer wants to focus completely on baseball moving forward. In his nearly 4-minute video, Bauer revealed alleged messages and alleged video from morning after one of its sexual encounters with Hill, which came to light in September of 2022, and depicts Hill laying in bed next to a sleeping Bauer and appearing to smirk without any of the alleged injuries. One mentions that Bauer included in the video claiming that Hill tried to fame for money, alleged that Hill texted an unknown person his net worth of $51 million, to which the person allegedly replied, "Bitch, you better secure the bag." Bauer said the video paints a pretty clear picture of what actually happened the evening of May 15th. Now, over the last 2 years, I've been forced to defend my integrity and my reputation in a very public setting, but hopefully, this is the last time I have to do so. So I prefer to remain focused on doing my job, winning baseball games, and entertaining fans around the world. Bauer said to conclude this video, so today I'm happy to be moving on with my life. So, what we're going to do is go over this actual video here, because this is something that I want men to see, and especially I want women to see, because I think men kind of get the drift of what's going on in society and why so many men are drifting away from women. But women, you need to start understanding on to why men are being like this, why we're drifting away from you, why we're not communicating with you in workplaces and many other places, and why even some companies, which they won't out to say it, are ignoring or not hiring women because of stuff like this. If you want to change the game, you need to fight it. But if you're not, then expect the consequences of your actions for not going against this type of stuff. I know there are women that are going against this. Child Radchik, I may believe, is one of them. But again, it's not enough. So we're going to go through this video.
Star pitcher for the Dodgers. A text Lindsey Hill sent to a friend before she ever even met me. What should I steal? She asked another, in reference to visiting my house for the first time. The answer? Take his money. So how might that work? I'm going to his house Wednesday, she said. I already have my hooks in. You know how I roll. Then, after the first time we met, net worth is 51 mil, she said. Bitch, you better secure the bag, was the response. But how is she going to do that? Need daddy to choke me out, she said. Being an absolute whore to try to get in on his 51 million, read another text. Then, after the second time we met, former Padres pitcher Jacob Nix told her, you got to get this bag. I'll give you 50,000, Lindsey replied. Her AA sponsor asked her at one point, do you feel a tiny bit guilty? Not really, she replied. Since then, her legal team has approached me multiple times about coming to a financial settlement.
This is one of the many reasons why, again, ladies, that men are not going up to you. They're not talking to you while we're ignoring you. There is also another video as well that I'm going to be posting here onto how men are not approaching women. Pretty much from, I want to say, 20s through even 30s or so on. Could be a little bit wrong about the age group there, but it's either lower or slightly higher when it comes to the ending age. But this is part of the reason why men are not approaching you and why us men are avoiding you at all costs. We can't afford our lives to be completely destroyed by these false allegations, and we can't have our lives just be up and ended. If it happens to a family member or whatever that we not a family member, but you're a father of the household and you get these false accusations leveled against you, you have no ability to fight it because the community, even you women, don't get yourself wrong. Even you will go out and automatically believe the woman than believing the guy, or just being completely not knowing the information and not going as you see fit here. So this is a problem, and this is one of the reasons why men are avoiding you. You need to understand this. If men can just have something being levied against them, and I've seen this throughout my about 5 years of me just knowing about the MeToo movement and knowing on how much damage it's done to men. It has not been an actual good movement. It has been a negative, toxic, vindictive, evil movement that has not done to help women at all. If anything, it's hurt women tremendously, and it's also immensely hurt men, and it's also made men stay away from women because of stuff like this.
But as I have done since day one, I refuse to pay her even a single cent. In August of 2021, Lindsey Hill's claims were heard in court, and during those legal proceedings, critical information was deliberately and unlawfully concealed from me and my legal team. Information like this video, which was taken by Lindsey Hill herself the morning after she claimed she was brutally attacked, emotionally traumatized, and desperate to get away from me. And now we have the metadata, so there can be no dispute. It was taken mere minutes before she left my house on the morning of May 16th, 2021, without my knowledge or consent, of course.
So, yes, the legal team had purposely withheld this information. So, that means that it's illegal to do this, for one, and two, the mere fact that they are not going to probably be prosecuted for this, they're not going to spend time in jail, she's not going to spend time in jail, what's the point of men even trying to talk to you ladies at all? And you can call me insecure or you can say me terrified, but I'll go out with saying to you, yes I am. I am terrified. I am terrified that one type of thing that I would get into with a woman that I enjoy or that I like spending my time with could just automatically up and end my life, and all the work that I've done, especially on this YouTube channel that I spent pretty much a year and a half working on, that could be completely destroyed or put me behind bars or have me put as a sexual offender because everybody would automatically believe her than believe me. Because that's just something that women have the power to do. And since women will not be put into jail and are not punished for these things, how in the bloody hell are we even supposed to have any kind of recourse in society to where men are going to approach women without the actual recourse? This is where we live in. This is welcome to the men's world. This is our reality.
In it, you can see her lying in bed next to me while I'm sleeping, smirking at the camera without a care in the world, or any marks on her face. I think it paints a pretty clear picture of what actually happened the evening of May 15th and why the video was originally concealed from us. After hearing the evidence available to her, Judge Diana Gold-Saltman found that Lindsey Hill had misled the court. She found her claims to be materially misleading. She denied her request for a domestic violence restraining order, and she found that no sexual assault or non-consensual conduct took place. Now, some of you might not know about restraining order hearings. I know I didn't, but I've since learned that it's extremely rare for a request for a restraining order to be denied because the standard of proof that you need to obtain one is extremely low. So you can make of that what you will. The fact is, I was never arrested. I was never charged with a crime, and I won the only legal proceeding that took place without my side of the story even being heard. And most importantly, as I've said from day one, I never sexually assaulted Lindsey Hill, or anyone else for that matter. So I sued her, which prompted her to countersue me. quite frankly, regardless of the outcome in court, I've paid significantly more in legal fees than Lindsey Hill could ever pay me in her entire life. And I knew that would be the case going in. But the lawsuit was never about the money for me. It was the only way for me to obtain critical information to clear my name. The discovery process in that lawsuit recently concluded, at which point Lindsey Hill's legal team again came to us with another proposal to resolve the case. This time, however, they weren't seeking any money from me. Having received much of the information that had been hidden from us, a small portion of which I've referenced here, I was willing to agree to the terms proposed. Both parties would drop their respective lawsuits, and neither of us would pay either side any money. I also retained my right to speak publicly about the case, something I have not been at liberty to do since June of 2021.
Here's the biggest problem that I have with this guy in potential, and I don't wish any ill will on him at all. In fact, I hope he goes on with life with his successful baseball career, and he lives a better and good life. However, what it comes down to this, in this particular thing, is that he is not pressing charges. He should automatically, the lawyer should be automatically put in jail for misleading the court and doing all these crimes, but at the same time, he should also press charges, and he should also have her jailed, because this is completely asinine. She needs to be punished for actions. We need to set a standard of when women do this type of stuff, that they are put in jail. And what she should have been put in jail for, no, not for 5 years. Put it for 15 years. Set an example. Set an example that, like, if you do this stuff, you will be heavily punished for it. Because there is no way that this person should ever see the light of day for a very long time because of her horrible and evil deeds. At all. Period. 5 years, some people would say 5 years is still kind of baby work in jail. And it may as well be. 15 years? Now that's setting an example. Because that's 15 years of her life gone. 15 years of her youth that she cannot use because she can't do this again to people. 15 years to where she has to really think about her actions. Some people may say I'm too harsh. No, I'm not. Because seeing men raped through the coals so many times over this type of BS, their lives destroyed, some of them even offing themselves because of the horrible accusations that are being levied against them. I have seen it too many times where their livelihoods are destroyed, and you expect me to have some type of sympathy for the women that do this and make sure that they have their lives not destroyed? No, their lives are not destroyed for losing 5 years of it. Men's lives are completely destroyed to where everything that they surround them is put as a sexual abuser, their community hates them, their family probably leaves them, everything. Their life, gone. They deserve the same type of punishment as they do. And the very least we could do is put 15 years onto their head saying that you cannot do this because it is illegal. It is a crime. And 15 years sets a very good standard to maybe stop these evil people from doing this.
So, as of today, both lawsuits have been settled. Now, over the last 2 years, I've been forced to defend my integrity and my reputation in a very public setting. But hopefully this is the last time I have to do so, as I'd prefer to just remain focused on doing my job, winning baseball games and entertaining fans around the world. So today, I'm happy to be moving on with my life.
And again, this is something that I hope that he can do, but he should be pressing charges. He should try to be getting her in jail, because we need to understand, women need to have a standard, because this is not going to help against anything that is that will prevent women from doing this. This just shows that she's been exposed, right? But she receives no punishment. So women are going to be like, oh, I can still go and do this and not receive punishment? The lawyers can go and defend this and not receive punishment? No. BS. This is something that needs to stop. And as you can see from the video beforehand, it's also completely asinine. We're going to read a little bit of this, and then it's going to end this. We have this. It appears Elon Musk has said, were her lawyers aware that she withheld evidence? It appears her lawyers have evidence the entire time. Speaking specifically about the video of her laying in bed next to me with no marks on her face with the morning after she claims I brutally attacked her, an email containing that video was sent to her attorney Brian Friedman before DVRO hearing the 2021. It was never turned over to us. Perhaps that's why he insisted on adding his name to the release party section in the settlement agreement. There was also a 12-day span of texts between Lindsey and two of her closest friends immediately following the incident that were deleted. We asked them for them in the discovery for the DVRO. They were turned over. We also argued that they must be turned over in DVR proceeding. They were not. Lindsey Hill's other law firm, Mayer Olson Lowy and Mayers LLP, who incorporated her through that court process, had them the whole time. Exactly. This is the reason why. This was a strong and very well done attempt to ruin this man's life. And I can't stand it. I'm tired of men being raked through holes. Yes, there are bad men out there, but there are bad women out there, and hardly ever are the bad women ever punished in this instance. Especially when it comes to stuff like this. We need to set a standard, as I keep on saying. And until we do, women, prepare to face the consequences of men just not approaching you, men not wanting to date you, men not wanting to be around you because of this specific reason. If you want to fight it, fight it. Just make a statement out of it. Try to make your own gender actually punished for things like this. Until you do, this is not your fault. It's yours. Alright guys, that's it for the video. Like, subscribe, share. As always, take care.